my god, I'm so worried today. What are we doing now? I'm so bored today. Oh, look. Oh. Oh my god! Where is it? Where are they now? Oh. Calm down. Okay, I can actually the history. Oh, today is Saturday. No! Oh my god, no! Ah, where is it? Ah, that is this. I just got ready. I'm finally ready. It's okay, no problem. I can do it. Can you read this? Oh, for example, college my name. Hello everybody. My name is Fauziah Sifa. I am from Akuntansi E. I want to explanation about novel. The theme is Loveswept. And prologue in the Loveswept. As Dalton opened his eyes and looked around the bedrooms of his apartment, it could have been a hotel room for all its warmth and personality. He was alone in big bed had been every morning for the past year and a half. Ever since he had been traded from Minnesota to Kansas City, but today seemed different. The world a strange place he did not quite feel comfortable in. Yesterday he had been a celebrity, the venerable backup quarterback who had stepped in and saved the season for the Chiefs. The Storm Dalton, the man who had once been described as having legs like lightning and an arm like a thunderbolt. Today, he was just plain ST Dalton, an ex-cowboy from Pramudita, Montana, and today he was retired. The process of getting out of bed was a long and painful one, requiring the manipulation of joint that had taken too many years of pounding. His knees were bad and his back was chronically stiff on raising. He had a burned shoulder and ankle that could predict rain with 100% accuracy. As all the parts got warmed up, they still worked reasonably well. He was thankful for that. Under the watchful eye of his German chef, he pulled on wrinkled pair of jeans, jiffed them, shuffled across the room, and stood leaning against the dresser, staring himself down. In the mirror, he was 36 years old. Women and advertising people like himself, but personally, though he looked like 40 minutes of a bad highway if he was not smiling. He straightened a head through his black hair and let out a long breath. Yesterday, he had closed the door and the career that had consumed his life from high school. It was a strange sensation. He felt an odd and reborn. The rest of his life stretched before him like a long dusty road. He knew exactly that what he wanted to do with it. It had taken himself to get there and taken plenty of wrong turns along to walk with up. But he did finally arrive at the crossroad and knew exactly which way to go. The sense of peace, the purpose that came with the realization was amazing. The last of the old ghosts raveled away, the last of the old fears the pennies. He wanted to marry Julia Mrs. McCarver. His gaze fell on the curling photograph tucked into a frame of the mirror, the only personal things in the apartment. He focused on the progression of Julia, a gaudy teenager showing the promise of beauty and equality of youth, a young woman graduating for college. Dark eyes, full of enthusiasm for the future. A woman in faded jeans, t-shirt, and a leather jacket, and long red hair in the disarray, her expression pensive, grow beauty still unimpressed by her own looks. He didn't know her for years. He didn't love her forever. He hurt her more than once. Had taken to her love and hoarded it. Cherished is immersed himself in it. But every time the subject of commitment had come up, he did hate it so afraid he did blow it that he blew it every time. How many years had the was worrying he was his father soon? That deep down he was just no account that honorable as old, but how much time had he was running from the one person in the world who was his soulmate. I didn't matter. Those years were behind him. It was time to get on with the rest of his life. Now, all he had to do was convince the lady in the photograph that she had a permanent place in that life, just as she had always had permanent place in his heart. Well, bingo. He drawled, turning right, smile, and almost though that the had settled himself in the middle of the bed. We did better get move on. We have got our book cut out for us. Okay, thank you very much. I want to illustrate you keep you keep learning my novel. Okay, bye bye. Just